Look at that. How lovely to see you.
I love seeing you.
It's lovely to see you, and I'm so sorry. I said that your show was on ABC, but it's not on ABC.
No, it's on NBC, but that's okay.
Yeah,
it's,
they're much the same to me. But it's good though. It's really good.
Thank you.
No, I really like it. And even although it's on NBC, I like it.
And it's getting better. I mean, I like each episode more than I like the last episode.
Me too. But you're in them. I'm just watching.
But I'm a fan too. I sit there and I wait for it like a crazy, compartmentalized person.
Well, that's all right. In show business, that's popular. I watch it. It reminds me a little bit of the Sex and the City show. Is it like that?
Well, Candace Bushnell wrote it. She wrote Lipstick Jungle as well as Sex and the City. So in the backdrop of New York and the sort of the fabulousness of it.
No, I like it. And it's you and your two friends, and you're the head of a studio, and then you've got your teenage daughter, and she thinks you're using her to appear more human to the.
You're so sweet.
Oh no, I'm
really
watching
the show.
I really do watch
it.
Well,
it appeals to the male audience
because the ladies take their clothes off.
Exactly.
Yeah. Even on NBC, help yourself.
We went from a 9 o'clock show.
Cold in here. Give that a good rub. Yeah, yeah.
We went from a 9 o'clock show to a 10 o'clock show, and that meant just more underwear. I mean, it's just.
Yeah.
I've had to do love scenes and get tanned and waxed from head to toe.
Can you say that again a little bit slower? This is one of the greatest moments of my life. Just say it again slow.
My husband gets very threatened when you call me.
You didn't even bring up your husband.
No, because when you called me, and so he'd be like, "Is that him again? Like, why is he calling you?" And he's very threatened. So that's
I know. I'm sorry.
That's I don't. I sing your praises all the time.
No, you best not.
Just randomly.
He won't like that. Did your husband have a problem with you doing the sexy?
Craig. Sorry, that's what I do. I just
really?
randomly just say your name.
You don't want to do that at the wrong time. Yeah, you.
He hasn't seen a lot of them yet, and I think he would get a little ill.
Yeah, I know. It would be rough.
Well, and they're graphic. I mean, we do as much as you can on network television, but still at that.
Well, we do as much as you can on network. No. But you actually, I mean, does it make you nervous, all that? Taking your clothes off? I was pretending. I was hoping you would think I work out. So, do you ever? I can't find my beach ball, Brooke.
None of them are comfortable, those scenes. I mean, there's 12 grips and electricians and camera guys around, and you've got stuff taped places, and
that's like real sex for me. That's what I like to have.
They have this thing called the triangle of shame.
Triangle of shame.
And actually, you just put everything in it.
Really?
He had to too. The guy that plays my husband had to, and he was like, "I've never worn a triangle of shame before." I was like, "I don't know what you're talking about." I'm just getting
a visual on this.
I know, and it's
you were
shocking.
Talking. Let's see how a kind of Silence of the Lambs-y type thing.
Sort of.
You know what I mean? They're just finally they're joining us.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, because you have these scenes and they want you to look like you're nude, so you have to sort of cover up certain areas and tape hair down in other areas, and it's awkward and silly and bizarre. But
it's worth a shot. We should try it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. But No. Now, how are things going? I mean, it must be quite a lot of work, actually, the hour-long show.
It's crazy.
And you've got 2 kids?
I've got 2 kids, and the hours are insane. It's like 12, 14-hour days. But we're in New York, and it's actually remarkably easier to shoot in New York because we shoot a lot just in the city. I mean, New York itself is like another character in the show.
Yeah, well, but don't New Yorkers get a little bit angry about you taking up their, even 10 seconds of their damn time?
Yeah, they secretly like it, though. They're always a little angry about everything, so it's okay.
Yeah, they are. It's true. I used to live in New York did you live in New York before you did this thing?
I was born and raised in Manhattan, actually.
I did not know that. I thought you came from a tropical island. I did. I don't know why. I thought you came from a tropical island and you discovered your sexuality and everything there. That's not really what happened.
I had a baby and just put it underwater. Yeah.
Oh.
Sort of. No, I was born and raised in Manhattan, and I'm a true New Yorker. I mean, even though my husband and I, my kids live out here, we predominantly now I've moved everybody back to the city because.
Do you miss the smell of pee-pee when you're away from New York?
Well, you say that slower?
Ah, touche. Brooke Shields, everybody. We'll be right back.